Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, or night whenever you're viewing this. It's Mr. CRB right back at you. And the CRB can be said to stand for Christopher Rashad Brown, which is my given name at birth. But it also can be said to stand for Mr. Crown Royal Black because I'm a young prince. Well, anyway, those of you who have recently connected with me, whether it was on LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter or even out on the street while I was canvassing, I want to say thank you very much. Thank you very much for viewing what I have to say if you viewed the video. And I hope that even if you do not decide to pursue an opportunity to become a member of the advisory board, I hope that I can help you in your endeavors or your practice or whatever it may be. Now, a little bit about Middle Class Messiahs, which is the brain trust group that I am putting together. Okay? Middle Class Messiahs, or hashtag MCM, was built, the idea was built a couple of years ago when I saw that we need a new way to solve a lot of these social issues. Okay? And Middle Class Messiahs, or hashtag MCM, which, like I said, I built this idea a couple of years ago when there was a thing, hashtag MCM on Twitter called Man Crush Monday. So I thought about that idea. I was like, well, hey man, why don't we just hijack that idea and bring some attention to some very serious issues that are getting swept under the rug. So the three main issues for Middle Class Society, hashtag MCM, is number one, to end homelessness. Number two, to solve the affordable housing crisis. But number three, most importantly, to provide alternative mental health solutions that are very effective and everlasting, which is actually the reason why I created the 49-day inner life enrichment, which I have tapped you for to be an advisory board member for the 49-day inner life enrichment. And the reason why I created the 49-day inner life enrichment is because I myself suffer from a severe case of borderline personality disorder, which several years ago was misdiagnosed as bipolar, which happens frequently in men, from what I understand. But I never really felt, as somebody who is mentally ill, I never really felt that the mental health industry was designed to help people get better. I always felt like it was just, well, hey, take these and come back and tell me how you feel in a couple weeks. And I always felt like it was a racket to get people doped up. Okay, so for this reason, I started studying Ayurveda and actually took herbal medications and saw massive results with it by changing my diet, by changing the people that I hang around, by not only that, being a practitioner of the mystical arts and combining numerology and astrology and creating what is known as numastrology. I have seen a massive increase in benefits in taking charge of my own destiny, which is the reason why I create this program. But like I said, I just created a branch of the mystical arts. I know that people's healing modalities are different than what I may need, but also their desires in life may be different than what I may need. But also what makes them balanced and centered physically, mental, and spiritual are also different than what I may need and are on a individual basis. Okay, so I intend on the 49-day inner life enrichment being the basic foundational program to solve a lot of these social issues with social organizations, socially conscious corporations, things like that. Now, how we will specifically solve the affordable housing crisis, but also in homelessness, is with the use of community land trust. And it is also my intention as someone who has been homeless for 5-6 years on and off because of mental health issues, but also because I am an entrepreneur and being told that my time is only worth $15 an hour was a slap in the face. Okay, more on that another time. But the point is that as an entrepreneur, I saw that the most successful entrepreneurs, or the most successful salespeople, have a lot of the same qualities that your average panhandler on the street has. The ability to take rejection over and over and over and over again. A lot of us don't have that. It's not something that's natural to us. Okay, but you have to have that if you want to get your cause heard and thoroughly supported. Okay, now I have had this idea of entrepreneurship communes, and the reason why it is perfect and the perfect time to execute on this idea is because online businesses since about late March, since the worldwide shutdown happened, has exploded from something like 300, 400, 500%. I don't know, but it's only going to continue to keep growing. Okay, but it's my experience that there is no reason why somebody who's sitting in the homeless shelter or an entrepreneurship commune can't post, in 25, 30 different Facebook groups, or send messages to influencers on Instagram or LinkedIn on behalf of a business owner who has outgrown the ability and doesn't have the time to do that themselves. There's no reason why we can't create what will be known as social media trust agents. It's just time to stop. It's time to stop paying, all these people who have these social media marketing agencies, overpaying them for traffic and lead generation, when you can have somebody literally do that for free and just give them compensation for what they produce, and not even compensation. Their compensation is being subsidized by putting the entrepreneurship commune in the community land trust. And how the community land trust will work is you have your local businesses, okay? You have your subsidies from state and local government. You have your private equity, which would match the subsidies from state and local government. And then you have your syndication for private equity, which the person like you who's viewing this video, if you're not fit or just don't have the time or just don't see the vision behind the advisory board membership, or even if you don't see benefits, which I don't know how, but even if you don't see benefits, private equity syndication will give you the opportunity to invest in this solution, which will not only be profitable for everybody involved, okay, but it will, like I said, in conjunction with the 49-day inner life enrichment, we will make sure that people stay out of poverty and homelessness forever, which the current way of doing things it's outdated and it's antiquated. Okay, so that is just a little bit of an idea of what middle class messiahs is and how solving those three main issues will work. How you can get involved is by just hitting me up, and if you see that as a great idea, I will love your feedback. But also, how this works is because I became an intern with one of the fastest growing small business development companies in America, and I need your partnership. If you're an entrepreneur, I need your partnership. You're probably certainly really, really concerned about the economic paradigm shift. So what's a better solution than to getting what you want than by helping me with your expertise and your skills and your knowledge, but also your resources as well? What can be a better solution than helping me raise the funds, but also provide this all nationwide, than you yourself benefiting in your practice and your enterprise? Well, again, this has been Mr. CRB, right back at you, and I hope that this has been very insightful as to what Middle Class Messiahs is going to be all about. Thank you very much. Have a good one. I hope to hear from you.